Good morning, everybody. How's everybody this morning? Welcome back to the Long Dark. Which is pretty much what I always say at this time, isn't it? Okay. So today we're going to try and kill the cougar. If the weather behaves, which is going to be very important. If it's too cold, I don't have a chance. If it's just cold enough, I might have some good fortune. We'll see how it goes. Right, let's get on with this. Why do I get the feeling I've forgotten something? What time of day is it? It is midday, and I need to find cedar. Do I have any cedar on me? I do not. So that's actually one thing I need to get. Oh boy, yeah, that is not great weather. This would freeze me so fast it'll make your head spin. Yep. That's the kind of weather you don't go hunting cougar in. Now, the first thing I actually need to do is I need more cedar firewood than this. But it is replaceable. Let's see. What am I going to do? Yeah. No better this side. Bit better sheltered. So what I could do is just speed up the day. And see whether there's anything I can move over. Not really. Alright, I guess we're going to just skip. Unless it's improved outside. Oh, that's a bit better. Okay. What we'll do is I'll drop off our stinkies. Let's see if we can find some cedar firewood quickly before everything goes significantly worse. Yeah, actually this isn't bad for this. One thing I do need to check. I do have enough sticks. I wouldn't be at all surprised if I get to the cougar's location and then I have to build a snow shelter. But I'm pretty certain I saw much desirable firewood at some point around here. Or maybe not. I thought I saw some when I was returning from the fishing hut. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Because that's the wolves over that way. And I think the wind is blowing in a direction not likely to improve my odds of going undetected. I reckon I need a minimum of 6 cedar and 8 would be better. depending on how long I have to wait. The basic idea is I found a suitable location and put my back to it. Light a couple of fires and just wait. Good news is I did find a hatchet. Ah, yeah, here we go. Thought I saw some. Oh. Ah! I saw something move. It was a capercaillie. Not a capercaillie. Ptarmigan. I haven't made that mistake in a while. Alright. That should be enough firewood just as it starts to get cold. I want It does not sound like fun out there. Success! We have our firewood. Right, that was simple. Or certain values of simple. Now, I've got nothing else to do. I say ooh, as though it's clearer. I don't know whether this signifies nothing. Morning, Anna. How you doing? Thank you very much. Did you notice I have 350 subscribers as of the last time I checked? I picked up a couple during the Vintage Story live stream. Vintage Story is turning into something very similar to this, to be honest. It's kind of amusing. Yeah. "422 days. Will this be my last day?" This one, there ought to be music, you know, that dramatic dun dun dun. Is Chad feeling better? Yeah. Oh, excuse me a moment. Once I'm monetized on both, I'll feel justified in setting up a Patreon for anybody feeling generous. Maybe I'll be able to start financing my equipment costs. No, I'm sorry to hear that. Right. Let's see. Nope, too cold. Yeah. That cold with the hike I've got to take, that would kill me in fairly short order. If I'm going to do something foolhardy, I'm going to do it under circumstances that benefit me the most. Ooh, can I walk out on that? Ah, it seems not. Still, it might clear up. Let's see. No, it got worse. It did not get any better. Oh, come on, game. Give me a bit of a break here, please. I'd say something silly, Anna, like go tell Dogo to snuggle up to him. Do you know what? For half a second there, I thought I had left firewood piled up. Yeah, it's freezing even in here. You can see my body temperature dropping like a, well, not quite like a stone, but this is not a good time for a trip across the lake. The problem here is Anna and other players of the Long Dark will attest is that it is cold in this region. And you can have blizzards that will show up for 3 days. And while this isn't a blizzard, it is blinking cold. Let's see, is there anything I need to repair? Decent. Remind me to replenish the cloth. Now, if I can get the Cougar, I probably won't need the balaclava. Because there is a Cougar skin face wrap. The problem is, I suspect it's a bit pointless because what do you want to bet in order to repair it? You'd need another Cougar. Ah, 31 degrees. Okay. And I've only got so much leather. I'm wearing the gauntlets because they're kind of the best in the game, but they use leather to repair them. Leather isn't exactly in what you would call plentiful supply. Ah. No. It may be freezing, but I can still take a little wander. Let's see if I can't plan where I'm going. Oh, rabbits are back. Is that a wolf? It is a wolf. It's a good job I checked. Be very, very careful while hunting wolves. Because I will almost certainly have to encounter it again. Although I think I'm heading over there. Oh, I've already... Yes! That would seem to corroborate that idea. Yeah, that way. I think behind there. Which is promising, because that rocky outcrop looks like something I can place my back against. So the idea... Now, granted, the idea is that it's not going to attack me from the top or something. If I could put my back against a suitable rocky outcrop like this, I'm controlling the directions the cougar can come at me. But you can see the problem with the weather. I haven't been out that long, and yeah, temperature has dropped like a stone, which is why I'm not doing long journeys in this. I mean, if I have to, I probably could build a snow shelter, take enough dried food with me. Which, yeah, I mean, in what was it? Wintermute, you have to make a couple of journeys through a howling blizzard. And I don't know if there's an approved way of doing it, but the way I did it was to take firewood with me, and when it started getting really cold, lit a fire, warmed myself up, and then continued, because you can generally find a sheltered spot that will permit you to light a fire. I
need to find some place to escape this cold.
And it did work. It's not even that late. Oh! Sorry, it was held for review. My apologies. To repeat, Anna said Chad thinks he is getting what the kids had, and I have no idea why it held that for review, but it did. My apologies. Sometimes when YouTube eats comments, I don't get a prompt to review. This time I did, and I didn't notice because that chat is over here, and the chat I'm looking at is over there, and I can't see everything all at once. I'm kind of, so someday I'm going to have to find out a way so that I can not only view combination chat, but also all the chats individually in one place. Might be able to do that. I'm going to have to give that some thought. But then the problem is, do I notice? Because, sometimes I'm focusing on the game. Yeah, we're just going to hurry through. Of course, if this weather goes on long enough, I'm going to have to go fishing again. Doesn't happen that much, to be honest, Anna. The temptation is now actually to dash over while the weather's warm. Let me consider that as an option. Build a snow shelter on the way. But the problem is, if tomorrow morning in the game it's freezing or heavily foggy, or it's what I really want is something like this, or a little bit colder first thing in the morning or mid-morning. Of course, I've got wolves out there now. And I won't be able to run because I'll be carrying stuff with me. On the way back, I'll bring the travois, but I don't want to be going out there with it. Because I don't want to have to fumble my keys. Oh, really? Well, I hate to say it, but I'm glad it's not just me. I'd rather it was a general issue rather than something specific, because then it would mean, oops, what have I done? And I haven't done anything. Yeah. No, it'll be full dark. Well, cross fingers, everybody. That sounds like a hungry wolf. Well, I was so tempted to make a political comment about this. Who is it owns YouTube? I know it's Google. Who owns Google? Oh, do you know what? I can't remember. Right, hold off on political commentary. Actually, it wouldn't necessarily be political, just more like a social commentary. Actually, even that's something you need to be very careful about, so I will refrain from that as well. Oh, great. That's not conducive to... It could blow over. It could blow over. It's still clear outside. That's better. Oops, wrong one. Hi, Chris. Are you online? Oh, you're kidding me. That's not good. Nope. Definitely not good. Increasingly not good. Hey, joking. Am I correct in saying it's been a while since we've seen you? Ooh. Okay, now, apart from the blasted glimmer fog, I am wrestling in my mind. Do I want to head out anyway? And the simple answer is no, I really don't. I'd like to be able to see where I'm going. I've streamed The Long Dark every day except Saturdays and Sundays for a long time now. Same time. Can't remember. There was... Oh, what was it? Last week. I think I was passing a kidney stone, felt a bit ill, distinctly uncomfortable, so I didn't stream then. But no, apart from that, it's been months since I took a break from streaming. Where's the wolf gone? Oh, there you are. Ah, that was unusual. I actually hit it. Come back with my arrow. I know. Definitely hit him. Fortunately, I'm alright, but it cost me an arrow. Wow. Is it running round in circles? It is. It's a complete circle of a blood trail, and then it vanished off somewhere. That's not helpful. Ah. Hey, Donnie. Hello, Peanut. Hello, Lola. Do you know what? I just got myself completely turned around somehow. I did. Ah. Oh, there we go. I am not completely lost. Oh, you're kidding. Alright, if that's what you... I assume this is a different wolf. No, there's two of them. Oh. Oh, it must have come up from the lake. Oh, well. Maybe I should have titled this Hunting Wolves. You know, off in my left ear, it sounds like something skittering across the snow. So that's... Should have checked the statistics, because as far as I can tell, that's 2 wolves. And I missed... When was the last time I missed a wolf? Good job. Good job it scared it away. Ah. Well, as soon as it's got its courage back, it'll probably be your turn. You can see why I wanted to check for wolves before I headed out. And I don't want to start butchering this one until I can be sure what happened to the other one, because it will certainly be back. Let's see if we can't expedite that process.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
The moment I start butchering this thing, it's probably going to reappear, isn't it? Okay, so I need to clear my little patch of the island of wolves. Can we have some kind of arrangement where everyone will, for whatever reason, how do I put this delicately? Not distract from my stream, please. And that's not aimed at anyone in particular. Could light a fire and butcher it. I wouldn't mind having the meat. I know the moment I start dealing with this, it's going to reappear, isn't it? I do not want to be attacked. I could light a fire. Could I not? I think I have enough wood for that. Oh, is it,
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
well, that was well judged. I figured because it was so cold, the fire would last longer. And it did not reappear. I did hit it, didn't I?
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Let's see how badly I got beaten up. New. I think the moose hide cloak came in very handy there. Because I got away without actually anything happening significantly. You know, if there's a picture that captures the essence of the game, it's probably this one. A fire with a gutted wolf and the proceeds.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And it only cost me 1 cedar, which is great. Just waiting. Yeah, it does. Yeah. You could just entitle it "Waiting for a Wolf." No, not the one in the foreground. The other one. Well. No, well, yes, it does. This is the island on. This is the house on Drift Island. It does have a balcony. It does have a good view. The one with the vista point also has a balcony called Mindful Cottage, which is to the west of me, I think. That has a really, really good view. Significant progress has been made in how I play the game, though. I've made a woodworking bench here. I took the workbench out in the hut apart and remade it in here. Moved stuff around. This is the third place where I've set up. Third place? Fourth place where I've set up benches and what have you. What am I doing? Trying to sleep. Oops. I was scared as hell when I started. Still I am half the time. It's just that now I know more about what I can get away with. Oh, my first long-term stream, I died in the zone of contamination, suffocated in the mine. 516 days in. That was actually kind of funny. And if the news out of Hinterland, what was it, last week, week before, is anything to go by, I will be streaming this for some considerable time to come. Yeah. Well, I'm not responsible for this news. It was brought to my attention. Hinterland laid off 10 people. They're not going to renew the contract of another 4. And yeah, the Black Frost has been delayed at least a year. I know they said until 2027, but at least a year. Would find it hard to believe that. Okay, this looks interesting. It's cold. Oh dear. Yeah, I've never bothered with the tails. I find it enough of a challenge still to simply survive, let alone to try and do things beyond survival. Freezing. Yeah, That's hypothermia weather. And the reason I'm just doing this kind of thing is simply to hope that I get the conditions just right so that I can... which apparently is not going to cooperate. Blast. Yeah. Hypothermia a go-go. Now, where did... Well, to be honest, probably said this numerous times before. Most of my gameplay these days is live streamed, so... And the Long Dark I do find to be very live streamable. Ooh, we are improving. Okay. Yep, weather's improving. It's improving enough that I can consider this next profoundly silly move. Yeah. Right, let us tell you what I'm going to do. Given that this next bit is likely to take a while, I am going to take an early potty break, and then I think we're going to head out after the Cougar. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Behave yourselves while I'm gone. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That's probably not the best advice in the world. There's a lot of things I would do, and never mind. See you all in a couple. Oh, and it appears that while I was on break, somebody unsubscribed. That's normally the way it happens. Right. I've got water. I have a can. I will pick up food. I think this is worth the risk. And I now have enough food to last me a while. I've got water. Let's get going. I have enough sticks, don't I? Yes, I have enough cloth. I have enough cloth. No, no, I don't need more cloth. Hope I don't need more cloth. I've got bandages and what have you. Let's go and see if we can't position ourselves. Not stinky. My heart is now officially in my mouth. Oh, I may have made a mistake. Worst case, I'll run for the cottage. But it looks clear enough. It's not too cold. This is what I would consider the best weather I can seriously expect. I have stims, I have bandages, I have food, I have water, I have a can. This is arguably the most profoundly stupid thing I've done. Apart from trying to set out to see if I can't survive the lawn muskeg. That was probably a more stupid thing to do. Yeesh. I've never yet seen the bear from the balcony. All right. Make sure I'm facing the right way. I am. So. By my reckoning, behind this rock area here is Cougar territory. And I'm just making sure. Oh wow, it's quite a ways inland. But I think that's the right direction. Yeah, in Voyager, this was a very safe area. But, hey, Tony. So I think I'll make my way around here. If I can. Come on. Oh, it's past that, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Oh. Well, it knows I'm here. Back to the rock, I guess. Yeah. That's the cougar.
Come on, little fire.
Why do I get the feeling I should have kept going? Thoughts? I mean, if I could hear it, I'm assuming that means, oh yes, it's seen me.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Problem is, if it knows I'm here, I'm just going to end up getting mauled by it, aren't I? Problem is, I don't know where it is except straight over that way somewhere. And well, if it knows I'm here, will it come after me regardless? Because now that I've got these two fires lit, I find myself unwilling or unable I've got a revolver. Oh boy, this just turned unpleasant. Alright.
Come on, little fire.
I don't recommend people trying this deliberately. It is terrifying. And in the fog. Only time I've actually seen the cougar was in heavy fog. And I think that was a game glitch. But it was definitely a cougar. That was in Pleasant Valley between Thompson's Crossing on the way to the farmhouse. Will it attack me with a torch? Because I'm not going to have time to light a fire if I see it and I've got a torch.
Come on, little fire.
If I run away, will it follow me? That's what I'm thinking. Run back to the other fires. See if it follows. I mean, she was really close at one point. No, she's running away. This is about the best place I've got at the moment. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? To everybody who's wondering what's going on, yeah, she's not going to get much of a visual in this fog. I do not recommend cougar hunting in a fog. This is pretty much a make or break point. I don't have any raw meat on me. Well, here's the thing. If this continues, I've got little choice but either to spend the night or the foolhardy thing, of course, would be to press on. But I actually kind of want to survive this little jaunt. Hmm. Oh. like I say, I don't have raw meat on me. Not that I know of. I've never been in this part before. Okay. Ah! Oh, my nerve has completely failed me. I am... Oh. Yeah. Well, I have little choice now but to make for the fishing hut, I think. Wolves to the left of me, puma to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with me. Oh, and yeah, that is literally sweaty palms. Precisely. At times like this, you just have to trust the process. You follow the shoreline, you know the fishing hut is there somewhere.
Rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
You just keep going. Right, sorry everybody who was expecting a bloody end, you didn't get it. Did I? No, I didn't. I just didn't do that. That's probably what's going to be my title for tomorrow. Better safe than lacerated. And that, as they say...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
It's dinner.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Yeah, that would be nice. That is the most nerve-wracking thing I think I've done in a video game in a long time.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Well, it won't be today, unfortunately. Oh, wolves jump scare me still.
Come on, little fire. So here's a question. Does the cougar ever leave its territory? And would I know if it did? Ah. And lighting fires in its territory is probably not sufficient. Going to need a fire. This is one of these times where I'm going to be profligate with the wood, profligate with the... Well, the bear's not a problem in that location, I don't think. But, hey, you know, I could be wrong. I have actually tried to go after the bear. But the weather did not stand in my favor. Well, I'm well and truly stinky right now.
Looks like I survived another night.
I'm not doing that again. Not in this.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
And I am very stinky. What have I got on me? Quite a bit. Oh, thanks. I wish I'd known that. Well, I tried, I suppose. Oh, dead wolf. Oh, forget. Yeah, forget that. Huh. Okay, home. Wolf. I am not going after a wolf in the middle of a blizzard. Oh, hang on. This is not very good weather for this.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
And
It's so cold. I just
think
want to lay down for a bit.
this is the usual thing. I always get kind of lost. I think we need to head this way, don't we? No. Nope. I did. Both times I've been out here, I always ended up having to stop at the helicopter. First time in Voyager, I actually hunted there. That's when I found out there was a deer in that immediate region, which was not a... I am going completely the wrong way, aren't I? I am officially slightly lost. My mind wants to say I go this way, but I'm not sure. Yeah, here we go.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
There's a separate bear in that direction. Don't forget, we've got two bears. We've got... we've got one bear over in that direction by the float plane. I don't think I've ever seen it from this position. The other bear is over that way, and you can see that one from from the Mindful Cottage. Let's warm her up. So, yeah, there's two separate bears. Getting here, you essentially thread the territory between the two. So at the crashed helicopter, that's pretty much one bear's territory, and then off on your other side, off to your right, as you face towards this island, that's where the other one is. So you might remember, you can hunt the one near here safely from the wing of the slope of the float plane. And remind me never to do that again. Well, just in case anybody's wondering, in the last 48 hours I had 1,100 views. This time yesterday, in the previous 48 hours, I had about 1,250, which makes the last 3 days probably some of my more successful days on the channel. But I've lost a subscriber. It's always the case. I swear, I pick up a couple of subscribers and I almost always lose one. So if anybody watching would like to become the 350th subscriber, now would be a good time to make my day. All that used all my firewood. No, I didn't. Hey, I got some fish out of it. Let's cook up some fish. Yeah.
This much gear.
This is a day for cooking quietly indoors. Yeah, I think the last 48 hours have been... I mean, yesterday I had... in the 24-hour period, I had 775 views, and that's getting up there. In terms of... subscribing doesn't cost anybody anything. Actually, in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, amongst my future subscribers, if you subscribe and you enjoy this kind of content, it will enhance your homepage. Because the more channels you subscribe to that reflect your likes and the more likely you are to get similar content recommended to you. I don't care. I want to get this lot cooked. I forget how many channels I am actually subscribed to. I think it's 150 or something. And they help curate my homepage. Oh, nicely done. Water. seeing as it's going to be like this. I think this is the first. It's been a long. I say it's been a long time. It's been a while since I actually cooked on this stove. I know I should probably have gone out into the hut, but to be honest, I'm not sure a blizzard is necessarily the best time to do that. I'm sure I would have been fine and warm and all the rest of it, but I think Astrid deserves a break.
This pack is getting
Perfect timing. Oh, nicely done. I expect to get paid from Twitch in, I don't know, about June, I think. I do actually make roughly enough ad revenue from Twitch in principle to make a cup of coffee a month. I'd have to check my ad revenue. I haven't bothered to check lately. Oh, great. You can hear the blizzard outside again. Well, at least I got some fish out of the deal. Yeah, I'd have to check my Twitch revenue. Nah. Actually, now I'm kind of curious. Give me a second here. Apparently, last month, it looks like I made $4.53, of which, oh, yeah, there you go. One was a subscription. Ads paid out in principle $1.85. How much have I made so far? I'm just kind of curious. I'm not sure if it's showing my total. I think it just shows per month. Yeah, but I can I can put a monochrome filter on this. Don't have to do it on a monochrome monitor. I think you can put a monochrome filter on this, can't you? I'll check in a minute. If anybody's really curious. There are a couple of filters you can put on. Can you even buy a monochrome monitor these days? Let's see. Options. Visuals. Display. Image filter. Heritage. Noir. None. There you go. That's about as close to monochrome as you can get. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I don't think it's technically monochrome, but it's about as close as I'm going to get. What does heritage look like? Oh, that looks dreadful. I mean, that really does look dreadful. It really looks 70s. Right, let's go back and put the regular visuals on. Yeah, I'm sorry, Danny. It hasn't. Yeah. No? No. That is what it looks like. Okay. And freezing. And I should put out snares for the rabbits. Oh, I need deer. I am going to need deer fairly soon. Good grief. I am... This is proving to be less helpful than I would like. Because I was really hoping that I could come out here, hunt the bear, hunt the deer, this sort of thing, but it really isn't working in my favor. And I'm actually slightly trapped, waiting for halfway decent. Weather so I can escape. I find myself considering heading back to the airfield and basically leaving Forsaken Airfield. Although the struggle is, I suppose, a little bit interesting. I mean, it's a bit more of a challenge here than elsewhere in terms of the weather. Oh no. I thought that was a bear, but it isn't. So, I mean, I could get from here to the helicopter to the Forsaken Airfield, back to the transfer pass, and then go somewhere else. Because this is getting... It's... The cold is not helping. Last time I was in... Where was I? Where I actually started setting up? I'm kind of tempted to say to myself, no, this one's the best one for the bear. Sorry. Yeah, I know I'm disagreeing, because you can shoot it from the float plane that's that way. This other one, the bears are fairly long distance away, and in this kind of weather, I mean, this is bad enough, but it's relatively close compared with the house up there. But you can just see the house, and that bear is roughly over there in the distance near the woods type of thing. This one's easy to kill. Just stand on the wing of the float plane and shoot it if the weather cooperates, which it isn't doing. It's not being helpful. Yes, it is. Rock tunnels just over there. Yeah, when last time I was at the other place in Voyager, there was no game nearby at all. Except I think maybe a patch of rabbits. And I literally couldn't stay there very long and had to, I think I came back to Drift Island and then headed back over to there, but yeah. This it would be very nice to head back to decent weather and possibly pick up on some of my trades. I mean, in some ways I did what I came to do, with the exception of building storage chests. I could leave the quality tools here or take them with me and pick up the other set on the way. Because now, to be honest, you see, this is all the meat I've got. Well, not all the meat, but you know what I mean. This is the... I've got maybe 2 days of wolf. So that's the wolf meat I've got. I've got some fish over here. So I've actually got not that much food, and in order to stay, I would really like to have the bear. And we have, the one time I went out after the bear, we got hit by... no, I normally kill it from the float plane. I don't think I've ever seen it from here. It's kind of funny. You can see the air traffic control tower from here, and it takes forever to get there. I mean, that's... yeah, typically that's taken me 2 days every single time. Not counting time spent in snow shelters or helicopters. I don't know. What were the resolutions for CGA? CGA resolution. .640 by 200 in 2 colors, or 320 by 200 in 4 colors. or 160 by 116 colors. I do remember those days. Funny thing is, even back in the old days, who remembers the Act Sirius CPM-based system? Had this huge monochrome display, which I think was square, and had an 800 by 800 resolution. You could get monochrome graphics cards for special purposes, like the Hercules, which would display... Oh grief, was this 1600 by something? Because we used to use them for document imaging, and it was perfect for side-by-side A4 scanned documents. Yeah, I just looked it up. And as you may have gathered, I am sort of winding down. Yeah, I think I've got two choices now. Try after. Hope for... Oh, I've got three choices. Hope for decent weather, shoot the bear. Hope for decent weather, shoot the cougar. Hope for decent weather, get out of here. And in the interim, look for fallen fur. I know I burnt up the fur. I wasn't minded to hang about. Well, we've pretty much come to a natural end here. Vintage story, I've managed to make an anvil in the depths of winter. And yeah, if anyone's interested in all slightly different survival, vintage story at 5 AM Greenwich Mean Time, please come along and take a look. It's somewhat reminiscent of this at the moment, in that it's winter for me there. And yeah, the question there is, do I have enough food until spring? Do I actually, the one question I had this morning in Vintage Story was, do I have enough dried grass to survive the winter? Unfortunately, I think we can sort that out. So it's food, freezing to death, which means charcoal or firewood. And I think I've got enough food to make it through until I can plant more. Because right now the farm is completely covered in snow. I've dug out the farm and replaced the soil. But anyway... Yeah, that is a problem. It wasn't so bad in Voyager because it wasn't quite so freezing cold, but this, yeah. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all have a good day. The schedule will pop up shortly. I probably will continue streaming Warframe this evening. For some reason, viewership has kicked up a bit. I don't know why. And Warframe is my go-to. Well, used to be. Let's see what happens. Maybe I'll do Dark Sector. Or something else. Most likely Warframe, though. So, thank you everybody for watching. It's much appreciated. If anybody feels like subscribing, that would be much appreciated too. And if you don't worry about it. I won't hold it against you. Much. See you all next time. Have a good rest of the week. And now now my cadence is completely blown and I can't remember how to end this up. See you all next time.